Pivot is an experiment designed to help people make more sense of the ever-growing amounts of information that's out there. So with Pivot, you can interact with data in a way that is powerful, informative, and fun. Basically, viewing thousands of pieces of information at once in a way that reveals the relationships between the items so that you can extract out insights to make you more informed. We really went after designing an application that revealed that the whole can be greater than the sum of the parts, that being able to view a collection of things at once in their entirety was far more powerful than being able to look at one thing at a time. For example, let's say I'm looking at all the Major League Baseball players in the U.S. Lo and behold, you look at it in that way and you see, wow, there's like 10 times more pitchers than any other position, which was news to me. I had no sense that the rate in which pitchers were rotated in and out of baseball games demanded so many active players on the roster. So that's just a little thing. But then you start doing things like, well, I want to organize these guys by salary and then also by on-base percentage. You know, maybe taking a look at their performance as a function of how much money they make. And right away you get all sorts of really interesting insights. So you see, we go from many to few to one, and then from one back up to many again. And so all of these transitions are simple and visual and engaging and reversible. If you ever get lost, you hit the back button. One of the very first applications that others started building on top of Pivot involves business intelligence, where basically you have a lot of data that's being generated. Maybe it's sales volume, maybe it's inventory, maybe it's, you know, some other raw form of data. And the challenge is to figure out, how do you tease out business insights that can inform the decisions that you're making so that you become better at doing business. And so that's a problem that literally every single business faces. For example, marketing organizations are using it to visualize how they are spending their advertising dollars. They can have a representation of every piece of advertisement that they've ever paid for and then visualize those ads in a way that reveals where their ROI is going. I didn't know it, but I've been working on Pivot for about 20 years. It's a big part of my career has actually kind of led up to this crossroads, but I think Pivot is the thing that I'm most proud of, and I think may ultimately be the most meaningful thing I ever worked on. I've been personally very fortunate to stumble upon this convergence of factors that made something like Pivot possible. We presently have more data than we know what to do with. This is occurring in the biomedical domains, it's occurring in government initiatives, and we're hoping that people, for the very first time, will be able to swim through the data in a way that makes insights pop, where suddenly we could take something that was mysterious or obfuscated and suddenly tease out some pearl of wisdom that allows us to make a better choice or a better decision or a better policy. We're really eager to put Pivot in the hands of anyone who's motivated enough to try it. Go to getpivot.com, download Pivot, install it on your computer, tell us what you think.